Hello everyone, I'm Madison Canales, and this project offers a sociological analysis of J.J. and Will from Criminal Minds, showing how work demands, gender expectations, trauma, and media narratives shape their relationship. I chose J.J. and Will because their long-term relationship shows how work stress, danger, and parenting challenges unfold over time. They offer a strong example of how social structures shape intimate relationships, making them a useful case for sociological analysis. These are the key sociological concepts guiding my analysis. Work-family conflict shows how job demands create structural strain. Police stress often spills into family life. The second shift explains why women still carry more emotional and domestic labor, and media representation shapes how we view police families. Together, these concepts help explain JJ and Will's relationship. Early on, we see JJ and Will navigate secrecy, pregnancy, and the start of family life. The first clip shows their very first kiss when they finally stop hiding their relationship. The second clip shows Henry's birth, which immediately pushes them into balancing new parenthood with dangerous work demands. Sheen's research helps explain how dual-earner families feel these pressures almost immediately.
I didn't want to tell anyone because the minute I do, it becomes real. And when it becomes real, people get hurt. And I've always run from getting hurt. Always. And I don't want to run anymore. Not from you. And
shut up. I'm thinking I'm drowning.
Hi.
Welcome back. Wow. Congratulations. Thank you.
How is it that I just went through 15 hours of labor and you look worse than I do?
You're ridiculous. You look beautiful.
In the later seasons, JJ and Will face major turning points. Their wedding follows Will's near death, showing how trauma pulls them closer. The second clip shows Will's sudden death, which completely reshapes JJ's family life. Haim and Haim note that chronic stress forces couples to constantly adapt, and we will see that pattern throughout their relationship.
Suffered an aneurysm.
How is that possible? He was dealing with some sort of thyroid thing, right?
He'd had that taken care of.
That's what JJ told the doctors.
But they told her they found signs of a spontaneous rupture of the inferior thyroid artery.
Which they say is rare, but
He's gone. Will's dead.
JJ's BAU schedule creates the kind of work-family conflict Sheehan describes in dual-earner households. The long hours and travel push more caregiving onto Will, reflecting Johnson and others' point about police work spilling into family life. The clip with Henry simply highlights how these structural pressures show up in ordinary moments.
Hey, let's keep the water in the tub, okay? 5 more minutes, and then Mommy's got to get ready for work.
Why did you always go to work, Mommy?
Well, because there's people out there that need my help, but I will be back soon.
How many days?
I don't know, buddy. I wish I did.
This slide shows how JJ holds emotional and mental labor at home, aligning with Braille and Slatton's point that media frames women as responsible for doing it all. The second shift is tied to white, middle-class norms that shape expectations for mothers, and JJ's guilt reflects how gendered labor persists even in dual-career families. JJ works within a masculine police culture while also managing maternal expectations, which creates added stress. Research shows that police women face more scrutiny, and Kritz argues that the second shift remains a major strain for women officers. JJ's emotional labor highlights how gender and power shape her work and family life. This slide looks how JJ and Will fit the image of the ideal police family, white, middle class, and heterosexual, which gives them more institutional support and stability. Donovan and Klom note that media reinforces this narrative by portraying certain families as especially deserving of protection and sympathy. JJ and Will benefit from these rationalized and class-based expectations, which shape how their family is represented on the show. This slide focuses on how repeated trauma shapes JJ and Will's relationship. Johnson and colleagues show that exposure to violence disrupts family functioning, and JJ's near-death experiences often lead to emotional withdrawal and heightened parenting fears. Heimenheim described this as trauma spillover, where stress from dangerous work carried into family life. The clips of JJ in danger highlight how constant threat becomes a defining strain on their household.
No one can know.
And these accumulated stresses spill into everyday family life, especially when emotional labor and communication becomes uneven. In this episode, Will has been up all night caring for their sick kids while JJ is away on a difficult case involving children. Heimenheim note that when couples don't share their stress openly, it can heighten conflict. This moment shows how structural pressures, not personal failures, create strain and even strong relationships.
Cool night air, watch us breathing. Some ibuprofen for the fever and the pain.
When did this happen?
Well, we started going south last night, but tonight the cough's really bad.
Dave, you should have told me.
Why? So you could worry while you're on a case? There's nothing you could have done.
Doesn't matter, you should have called.
Well, you don't think I can handle it?
I didn't say that.
Then what are you saying?
Forget it. To sit with him. The doctor said to watch his breathing, right?
The monitor's on. What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I please take care of my son?
He's sleeping. Trust me, you don't want to wake him up. JJ. Darling, look at me. What is it? What's going on? You want to talk about it? Well, you know we have to, right? Remember what the bureau therapist said? No holding it in ever. We bring it home, we gotta get it out. It was kids, wasn't it? Yeah. Come here.
This tension becomes even more visible once parenting enters a high-risk family structure. Will gradually takes on a more hands-on caregiving, but JJ is still framed as the emotional anchor, which aligns with Johnson and colleagues' findings that work stress often spills directly into parenting. Research on law enforcement families show that danger heightens fear and vigilance at home, and JJ is judged against intensive mothering norms that expect mothers to be constantly available, even when their work makes that impossible. We also see how crime TV shapes the narrative of police families themselves. These shows highlight heroism, sacrifice, and constant resilience, which normalizes danger as an everyday part of family life. Donovan and Klum argue that media like Criminal Minds strongly influences how audiences understand policing, and JJ and Will fit the resilient blue family trope. The clip here is where Will is shot during a hostage situation, which reinforces how the show ties trauma to devotion and family strength.
William LaMontagne Jr., MPD.
To wrap up, JJ and Will's relationship shows how work-family conflict, gender norms, and the trauma spillover are shaped by social structures rather than personal shortcomings. Their story also reflects how media constructs idolized images of police families, reinforcing expectations around resilience and sacrifice. Overall, their relationship illustrates how gender, danger, and family systems intersect to shape intimacy. Thank you so much for listening.